Rectangular cage to keep our freedom in.
Money.
Changing hands but never leaving the mind.
Money.
Shape of a smashing judge's gavel.
Money.
Color of dream dripping over a shadow. Relief in the pockets of a politician. The reason our world's barely spinning. The reason our world will never be at peace. What's millions of dollars worth to you if you're deceased? Money is illusion, used to fuel obsessive consuming. Useless without perspective, it's truly a beautiful musing. So simple a child can spin a quarter on a gumball machine. Yet confusing enough to keep us from assaulting Wall Street. It's speculating that's failing the general public. Containing the tainted banks and refinement seems suspect. So much money gets dumped into political jousts. I can't believe a single word hurled from the pitiful mouth. Money's corrupted everything we've ever held worship in. Government is a horse show, and that's before we let religion in. The media's bleeding us dry, keeping us towards aloof. Raking in profits for spouting propaganda over truth. Spreading filth for a fortune built on slander, and capturing the absolute worst of humanity for the sake of vanity. For the simple concept, collecting the most green paper seems pretty outrageous to ruin lives over greed and failure. Rectangular cage to keep our freedom in. Changing hands but never leaving the mind. Shape of a smashing judge's gavel. Color of dream dripping over a shadow. Relief in the pockets of a politician. The reason our world's barely spinning. The reason our world will never be at peace. What's millions of dollars worth to you if you're deceased? Now this one's about those things that are too good to be true. Facebook isn't a service, it's an ingenious way of tracking you. Status updated daily at Patriot Access, thank you. Cause you're feeding the same assholes that keep our nation on fast food. And if it's free, just assume the story is invisible. If there's a finger up in you doing things normally despicable, either that or it's some loophole to skirt some new tax rule. How often do you offer something just because you felt you had to? Just because they collected charity funds at an evening event doesn't mean they'll ever see a cent of the donated benefits. Disheveled negligence helps to forget the less fortunate, but it doesn't do shit in reference to our scores of starving poor kids. Just cause say it's free doesn't mean something's not spent. The fine print you blindly accept is binding written consent. Waiving personal rights we assume to be inalienable. Attaching leeches to your privacy, practically draining you. Rectangular cage to keep our freedom in. Changing hands but never leaving the mind. Shape of a smashing judge's gavel. Color of dream dripping over a shadow. Relief in the pockets of a politician. The reason our world's barely spinning. The reason our world will never be at peace. What's millions of dollars worth to you if you're deceased? The credit bubble's a struggle of irresponsibility. It's not a riddle if payments are impossible, it's beyond simplicity. And awfully pitiful to put your family into repo because you leased an SUV and you can't even afford a free quote. People creeping cause you know that your way's stretched and now you've lost your job, falling behind on payments. Harsh reality can be a bitch when she's around, so if you can't afford your house, get the fuck off of your couch. Wallowing on some woe is me, your whole social scene is a load of beans refinanced for another 40 weeks. Meanwhile, money's being made on the Play-Doh you say you have, and it's filling the pockets of the bank owners you claim to be angry at. What a bitch to whine and get a leg up on your financial shit. Quit trying to be a victim of risk, praying for a lottery pick. Like stagnant get passed by, it's a sample of real life. No hand holding, just crafty motives and deceiving replies. Rectangular cage to keep our freedom in. Changing hands but never leaving the mind. Shape of a smashing judge's gavel. Color of dream dripping over a shadow. Relief in the pockets of a politician. The reason our world's barely spinning. The reason our world will never be at peace. What's millions of dollars worth to you if you're deceased?
one is dedicated to all the ravers in the nation.
Because it's the right time to be here. We're tired and sick and tired of being sick and tired. That's why we're here. We're here. Not only are we talking about taking back our government, taking back a democracy and making it a democracy, but we're here because we're talking about taking back our humanity. Taking back our humanity right now here. That's why we're here. We're in a crisis here. But when there's a crisis, there are challenges and opportunities. We're here because we're taking up the challenge and the opportunity here. We support something that is happening not only here in Oakland, it's happening in almost 500 cities around the world. It's happening with young people. It's happening in Chile. It's happening in the Middle East. It's happening on Wall Street. It is about the same thing. We have to take back the world. We have to take back this precious planet that's ours. And what does it look like? We don't know what it looks like. We know that there are going to be challenges. And there will be challenges. But at the same time, there's challenges. We know that it's not a weekend party, a weekend parlay. It means that we have to be on the job 24/7, working and organizing.
This song ain't copyrighted. This song ain't trademarked either. It's a public domain protest song.
Fox News and a wall of white noise. Wisconsin. It's not the left, it's not the right. It's up and down and that's the fight. It's a world of loopholes. It's the West, save our souls. All we make is guns and debt. Watch some fox and you'll forget. Count it off, 1, 2, 3. And play these chords A to D. Profits climb and the jobs get shipped. Bottom 90% gets ripped. Route to work state, what a game. Route to fuck you's a better name. Public domain protest song. Sing it piss, sing it free, sing it strong. 'Cause 30 years you're right. It only makes a wrong. It's not the left, it's not the right. It's up and down and that's the fight. It's a world